done. So fencing, Sam Imrek. Uh, it was well, like compared to like 5-0 that he gave me at Worlds. That was definitely a different experience. I kind of had that in the back of my mind, so I certainly did my homework. And then beyond that, right? Obviously, I'm fencing pistol grip here, so it felt a little different. The pools went like okay-ish. I went three in pools, so I felt good. And all my losses were by like 1 point. So I was like, damn, like if I went up to one more point, I could have actually right. I could have actually just gone through the second day right away. That would have been hype. Regretfully not, but such is life. So beyond that, yeah, if you guys want me to do another stream or another video where I kind of go pistol grip versus French difference, things that I find could help you, let me know. I'm down to do that. So let's go in with the actual game plan. So I went in. I actually watched Beta. I watched Beta do this. Right, and he was very much like heavy on the blade, but then he would actually finish straight, like super strong. Right, so I was trying to kind of replicate that and lots of legs and everything. And it worked for the most part. So, and then originally my plan was actually to just, I really wanted to kind of like stumble him, make sure he was like not comfortable mentally, and I guess to some extent physically, non-violent of course. So let's get the bout started. Wait, I didn't see that. This guy Baron takes a friggin' tumble in the background. Look at that. Ooh. Maybe unplug my machine. That's why I lost. But yeah, and a lot of my actions were very forward focused, and then as soon as I lost that kind of I feel like as soon as I lost that forward momentum or I stopped moving like legs, I feel like that's kind of where I lost a lot of my points. So this one is pretty perfect. Boom, and then right, see, so out of distance, I'm kind of shaking my hand a bit, right? Just kind of getting him distracted. And then as soon as I see the opportunity, just close the line and go. 90%. Yeah, I think I got robbed. We blame Baron 100%. But yeah, so this kind of action is super good. But I kind of lost confidence a few times, which is unfortunate. And then here right away, see, right there, right? So I'm on the back foot, and I'm not like focusing my energy forward. And he gets it, and it was super close, right? Maybe French grip, I would have. He picks his moment, and I drop my hand. But more important than like actually like missing or what have you, I can blame that, is I didn't focus my tip forward. Like my legs, I was just kind of on the back foot. Right, I got to be more alpha than that. This is all right. Like, you know, just I was trying to catch them off guard. Lots of wiggle. Boom. And this I can hear it. Like they're telling the peel pressure. Yeah, Imrek's gonna have an interesting extension. Very tricky. So here again, this one pissed me off because I knew I was kind of in the right, but I was so wide with my timing that it was just a little too late. So we got an interesting question on anything but work. So question, how much video preparation do you or your coaches do on a competition before an event? Since there is no guarantee you'll meet any particular offender in pool or DE. Well, not that much, to be honest, to some extent, right? Before your pool is the only time, well, you'll have about a whole day to know. And then I try not to look too much, because then I look enough, right? I do my homework and make sure I know their style before the pools. But other than that, like 5 points, anything can happen. So I look generally how they're gonna fence, and then you move on. So like, yeah, you like probably spend a solid hour like researching. Got to do your due diligence. And then D, like you don't have time, right? Unless you like got to buy or something, and even there, like what can if you got to buy, that means your opponent has probably got another bout. So there's a good chance that you can actually go watch them fence. So realistically, once you're out of pools, you won't have time to practice a DE. And then if you make 64s, then yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna spend like an hour or two probably dissecting the guy. But pools, I'll spend about an hour probably dissecting everyone. And then at a certain point, you also get to a point where you fence a lot of people. So here on the back foot, I think this is where I made not a mistake, but like this is where it's dangerous. So I have to really assert myself forward. So the action has to go forward, not back. So that's what I liked what I did, but we'll find soon. There's a few moments where I remember I just kind of stood there and so frustrating. So here we're pushing more. So here, right? So right, they were kind of tip to tip. Once I go past that, and I'm surprised, all I said was like leave, get out of there, and try not to fight the counterattack because I will lose on that. So the idea was pretty good, but the launch was a little bit soft. Right, like the launch was a bit too soft, but the idea was good. I would like more of a like tempo, like a real more boom. But I was still falling within the plan. So far, so good, right? I made one kind of mistake, but not too bad. So if I had to coach myself again here, more forward. How did I miss that? So here, this is where I remember this point because I kind of like backed up, right? So I did the 8, and I remember the flesh caught me off guard, but instead of going into it, I actually like I kind of countered. I kind of countered no opposition or anything, and like even with French grip when I fenced him at Worlds, this did not work, and he barely hit me. For those when I'm fencing pistol because I hurt my hand. Fencing French grip, I will die after about 5-10 minutes. His hand is insanely hard to hit. So the is it hard to hit his hand? Yeah, it's actually super hard because it's so like far back. So basically, what I'm thinking is if it's so far back, if I'm here, I might as well hit here on the forward. And if my plan is to go forward, right? So I either got to wait for his full extension, get his blade, and then if I'm kind of like picking the hand, like it's very hard to get him like it's kind of like a crossbow, right? It goes out. So if I'm getting the crossbow at the end, that feels way too risky for me. But it is doable. Right, but basically, right, Sam keeps his arm, see, he's right here, keeps his arm so far back and his torso so far forward. I might as well go for the mask, to be honest. Right, so if my tip is here, I might as well just finish to the torso. So that's my reasoning here. Let's skip it. We've already seen me getting hit. This is me sleeping, right? We're getting kind of a monotone rhythm. How did he hit that? How dare he? So he's doing little preps, and then he just... So this is the kind of hit I really... Yeah, see, I just... Instead of going in, I just kind of... I did my best Hawk impression and got hit. And this is the kind of hit I knew I wanted to avoid because I got absolutely murdered on this by him at Worlds. So here I'm not like too panicked because I know like that I found kind of something at the beginning, so I just got to go get it. So here I remember seeing this jump. I saw the jump and I was like, oh man, I need to just go and punish. What would I? The Kano flesh almost. Very close. So I knew there. I was like, this is good. This is not bad. I've got some kind of, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling aggressive. I'm bullying a 17-year-old. No big deal. So I'm trying. Let's disrupt on the blade, but finish strong on the line. Ah. It's not like the idea is there, but obviously French grip will be French grip. Again, like the plan is really show blade, finish strong. Show blade, finish strong. Oh. So neither of us meant for that to happen, but it was a bit of a boop. So let's boop in slow-mo. So I went to finish in 6, Bellegarde clash. And then we just kind of bro it out and call it there. But yeah. We were fine. So here I'm feeling good. Like anytime, yeah. So like anytime I'm past this line in this bout, I'm feeling so good in general. And you see, the biggest difference is I sneak. It's too late. You see, I'm already kind of at the hand, more or less, right? As we said earlier. But like if I can finish here, I'm already finished in a strong line. Life is good. And his coach yelling, put pressure. This is annoying because I told myself go forward. What do? I instantly go backwards. And you see, there's a very big theme. Like if I'm going backwards, I should absolutely not be there. Or like, right? How? I guess there's two. In my mind, I see two options, right? How can I turn my going backwards energy into something more forward? Now, realistically, I think it's I either commit to going backwards and really pull him in to get my forward motion, or I just don't do it. This was hype. So here, that was really clean. Not gonna lie, I'll take it. So he went in. I just knocked his blade out of the way and went in. This is pretty clean. Guy says pretty clean, showing off a bit, right? Skip. So here so this was I didn't notice, but he actually choked his grip up here. And I remember this one, I actually told myself I'm just gonna YOLO flesh, and I almost paid the price for it. Right, you can kind of see it's not as like one tempo, it's like you can really see the clear distinction with land, go. I think I hit the floor, I didn't want that hit. But I knew like I didn't deserve that hit or get that hit. So this was, for me, this was a bit of a brain fart or a moment where I just kind of went haphazardly. And I didn't stick to the plan. So that's where I personally, I took a note, just that moment needs to not happen. So here, this was rough. See, I actually almost got the hand here. Oh, it was actually elbow. So I thought my idea was good there. But the double. French grips will French grip. So here I'm being like yelled at like stay ready, stay ready. Yeah, so we go to our 1 minute break. And then we got a few questions, so let's have a look. I don't see you doing that type of stuff with constant tip and hand move and French grip. I feel with French grip, in general, it's a bit more on the legs than the hand. And admittedly, I actually think my footwork, maybe like it's just because of the, like admittedly, like because I was pistol grip, I was so focused on the movement, and then with pistol grip, I really feel like I have to activate my legs because when I get into danger zone, if I'm not ready, I need to leave. With French grip, I feel like if I do that, I will absolutely just like I'm gonna open up more holes in my game than I will theirs. As opposed to with pistol grip, you even saw once where I just relied on that 8. The hand hit's not bad, and a distinct lack of 100% biased analysis right here as always. Distinct lack of foot touch attempts. Yeah, this one, like Sam Imrek is super hard to hit on the foot. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't see the opening once, and I think it's a lot because he's very hunched over, so his foot is very much behind his tip. So I felt really felt that if I did that, I would just get nailed. I think I tried once, maybe twice later on, but overall, I feel like if I do that, if I go for his foot, I'm actually putting myself at a disadvantage. So here, yeah, 1 minute, we're like, don't go back. Like, just don't go back. More tip pressure. I started looking at the hand a bit more, like really, and then that's where I really thought, like, if I'm at the hand, go for the body. Like, look for the hand, but not necessarily because you want to hit the hand. Look for the hand because it's like a guide as to where I am and what I can do. But definitely, like, I was so, like, just don't get caught. So here, unfortunately, the camera wobbled a little bit, so we have a little bit different view. So this hit I was actually so proud of just because I worked it so long. So a lot of pressure, where it can't go. That was just hype, right? So eventually, right? So as we said, like in my break, I was told, right, use the hand as more of a guide to where you are. And if you're there and you're comfortable, find that action. Boom, right? So I was like, I'm there. I'm there. Am I comfortable? That's that's up to interpretation. But then I was like, yeah, we got the 8. Life is happy. All right, so basically, because especially Sam, right? You get there, and like when you scare him, you get a janky extension. We knock that sucker out of the way, and we hit him. That's probably one of my nicer hits of the tournament. Ah, so this one I didn't follow my idea again. Hey, it wasn't forward, it was enter the distance, and let's just stand up with our counter. So I didn't follow the plan again. So here, like, a bit of drama happened. I wasn't sure. So, the ref was saying that he blocked my blade with his hand, which might have been right, like, but realistically, he was off, like, he was off when he hit. Shouldn't be a hit. But here's what happened though. Like this actually almost tilted Sam out of the bout. Sam Imrek, that is. And then because of that, it's just posture. They're saying he blocked. So here, I wasn't sure. So they gave him a red. Okay, so here's where I made the mistake. I should have seen the red. I didn't really see. I was trying to like. I knew it was super dramatic. So I knew it was super dramatic. So we spent a lot of time arguing. And then I like completely forgot to look at the red, and that threw me off. I thought I was still down one. I didn't see the red, so that's my fault. So like, in my effort to avoid drama, I actually like kind of screwed myself. I find I stand up when attacked. Is there anything to try to avoid that reaction? For step one, I mean, I'm not perfect, obviously, but the best thing to do is realize why you're standing up. Are you standing up because you're not sure you can hit, because you didn't set up, because you got surprised? And then at practice, every time you actually get hit standing up, get a notebook or something, like call yourself out, check it off. If you need like an accountability crew, like man, do some like do some squats or something together, right? Just every time it happens. But I recommend just be aware, note it down, and then force yourself. And then when you do drills, like really like reinforce. I hit, I'm down on my legs, kind of thing. So that flesh was too far. So here, right, I didn't realize there was a red card, and I felt kind of bad because I looked at my coach and I didn't realize there was a red, and then like we kind of all got. And I was like, bro, I don't want to cheat, and he was like, I need you to trust me, and I was like, all right, all right. But in that moment, I got sucked out of the match. So and then I pull off a just like look how weak this is. Like I should have either flesh. No, I already got hit. Didn't matter. So that was just weak, right? That's on me. Yeah. I stood still. Right, so there, that brain fart cost me 2 points just because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, and then from that, I'm like, I'm just hand blade, hand blade. I didn't want to do anything without the blade at this point, I think. Ooh. Oh, that would have been high. Like, it was close, but, like, he moved his foot out of the way, obviously. A little angry. But so, yeah, so a lot of the times, right, is like I release the distance. Is what I'm noticing now that I'm watching it again. Is I release the distance and then like I'm not reinserting myself properly, or if he takes it with me, right? So I'll like increase the distance, and then I'm either reinserting myself, or sometimes he'll kind of like stop me from reinserting myself, and then I don't reuse that distance properly. So that's why I'm a little sad, and I had a brain fart and I stopped moving a few times. I didn't quite follow my plan, but I had a fantastic plan. It almost worked. And then question: would it have been better to take some time to think after the first hit? Yeah, absolutely. Like so, I'm assuming you mean the first hit at 13, 14. I think I should have just walked it back and forward. But yeah, like no, no animosity towards Sam. It's a good bout. Yeah, so I thought it was a good bout. As always, we're gonna keep myself honest and keep working. If you are losing at tournaments, just keep going. It's part of the journey, right? It sucks to lose, but we learn, we push forward, and we just keep going. So thank you for watching, and I hope we're gonna keep doing more, and we're gonna keep practicing. If you guys want to see more like this, if you guys want to see some pistol grip, French grip stuff, let me know, and then join the Discord so you can give me more ideas. So thank you, everyone.